Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 23 chat.
Oh, hi!
It's me and the internet's mother.
It's episode 14, and
Yes.
we're going to break it down.
We're ready to party.
Are you ready to party?
I'm ready to party.
Well, last time, Whitney and her expensive-ass hair extensions were evicted. I can't even say it. I can't even imagine spending $1,400 on fake hair to have people weave into my hair.
Apparently her business does really well. She was talking about like a lot of her different expenditures and everyone was just like, what?
She's plugging it all the time and should be doing well.
Well, Whitney left on a unanimous vote and then it was time for the teams to be dissolved and then it was time for the wall competition.
The wall.
Ooh.
Will you survive the wall?
It sounds like a radio station name.
Yeah.
W, blah, blah, blah.
It is.
The wall. I thought so. Okay. I'm not going crazy then.
No. Didn't you, intern for that?
I don't know if that was
something?
that one. I thought I interned for the Wolf. I don't know. There was,
I
a few different radio stations in one.
Yeah, the wolf.
But, yeah. Anyway,
okay.
I digress.
All right, so the wolf, the wolf, the wall competition was in progress. When
Yes. And there was
Julie said, "Get out! I have to go to dinner."
There was a cruise ship theme. Love it. There was
There was cold water. There was green
warm
vomit.
puke.
Yeah,
cold water, warm puke. My favorite.
and a tilty wall.
Yes.
It was the tilt-a-whirl.
Yes.
All right, so Alyssa really wants to win this badly.
She does, because all season she's been talking about how she's got the perfect body type for this. She's going to kill it at endurance.
Everyone thinks I'm bad at competitions. This is my competition. I want to win it. I want to win it so bad. Well, let's just cut to the chase. Big D was the first one off.
He was.
He said, imagine you've got 2 pillows on your ass, and that's me on the wall.
Yeah, he had a lot of fun
He's got
describing
too
what it
much
was
booty.
like after.
He's got a booty do.
Yeah.
All right, Tiffany wants everyone to hang on until Alyssa falls off, because that is who she wants to get rid of this week. She wants Alyssa gone.
Because I've heard her talking about Sarah Beth a lot since last week.
Well,
She's not being totally honest in that diary room.
no, she's not.
Because she's been going hard to get rid of Sarah Beth. I'm
All right.
losing my mind over it. It's a bit much.
Well, once again, Big Brother F's up. The goggles are inadequate to protect people's eyes from the
Did
green
you see
puke.
Hannah's goggles?
How do you see when you've got fish tanks of green vomit inside your eyes?
She was hosting the Kids' Choice Awards in her goggles. It was all slimed up.
Yeah.
I
it
felt
was.
bad about that.
She wasn't the
That must
only
have been
one.
uncomfortable.
I thought I saw some in Xavier's too, but Hannah's was
You
definitely
just gotta
the
rip
worst.
those bad boys off because they're doing you more harm than good at that point.
That's right. Claire threw it. She gives 0 Fs.
She's
got
safe.
safety.
She's safe until jury. So she's like, I don't want to make waves by winning this HOH. I'm out of here.
Did Sarah Beth throw it?
Here's the thing. On the show, they showed Sarah Beth throwing it.
Yeah.
And then Hannah. But when I was
Falling.
watching it on the feeds, it looked to me like Hannah slipped and then Sarah Beth was like, okay, Hannah's out. I'm out too. That's what it felt like on the feeds. But I don't know. Maybe it was just like I didn't have the cameras set up right. And I don't know. But I thought that Hannah fell first.
Do you think it was the butterfly effect?
Don't say that. I don't know. But anyway,
The CBS butterfly effect?
yeah, I'm pretty sure that Sarah Beth did throw it.
Okay.
Either way,
That's
either
what
order.
that's what it looked like.
Because
And
she
that's
felt
what
safe.
they kind of led us to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Kai, I guess he just dropped off
Yeah,
and Brittany fell.
yeah. She
And-
took quite a little slide there.
She
It
did.
was a slip and slide.
I was really disappointed that there were no
Yeah, we didn't have a
moments.
Jessica moment, which was kind of a bummer.
Or a Tamar.
Tamar, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to find that again. It was a good time. No offense to Tamar.
Azza dropped. Everybody was like, "You're doing great." And this was Azza.
Oh, she hung in there for a long
She
time.
did.
At this point, it was already over an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tiffany fell right
Yeah.
after her.
Right.
Like 2 minutes after her.
So it came down to Alyssa, Derek, and Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa tried to make a deal with Derek X.
I mean, she's feeling the burn at this point. She's slipping. She's like, so how long do you think you're going to be?
And by deal, I mean she wanted him to drop.
Exactly. She's trying to get this HOH because she's been talking it up all season how she's going to be an endurance queen. So she's like, so are you going to drop? Do you think?
And he was like, no.
Yeah, she promised safety for Derek X and Hannah, and he was just like, no.
So then he says, hey, why don't you drop your ass off this wall?
Yeah, I'll promise you safety.
Yeah. And she said,
yeah.
Off. So she got safety at least for herself.
Be kind to these puppets.
I know, I'm sorry. So then...
it was down to Derek X and Xavier. And it was hard for them to try and talk deals because they were pretty far apart on the wall. Mm-hmm. So they were even asking for privacy at one point, and they just weren't going to get it. But Derek
I'm sorry, if you're making a deal, like, on a competition like that, you're not getting privacy.
Sometimes you can. Sometimes you can whisper if you're close enough, but they were not.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't, like, ask for privacy.
No.
That's pretty lame.
Well, anyway, Derek X is telling Xavier, like, look, you already won, don't be greedy, and Xavier's like, you're not wrong, and I don't think Xavier really...
He did not want to win.
He didn't want to win this one, because he doesn't have many available targets to go after. Right. So, I think he was just waiting for a sweet deal, and Derek said, I'm not gonna put you up.
Plus, I think he felt pretty safe with Derek X winning.
Yeah.
Because they're, like, in an alliance.
They're in the royal flush together, if that means anything to anyone.
Does it? I don't know. But then Xavier said, okay, cool, bro.
I'm out of here. Bye.
X out.
Yeah.
So then...
Derek X is the winner.
Yeah, good for him.
The competition was what, like an hour and 25 minutes or something?
Something like that.
Pretty solid.
So congratulations to Derek X. But sneaky lawyer that he is, Xavier.
What a lawyer move.
Goes over and congratulates Derek X with a hug and says, we're going to keep the kings all safe, right? Keep the king safe. The entire team.
That's not how this works.
And Derek X isn't even on the kings.
I know. And also, teams are over. So, like, enough about the Kings. Enough about the Kings!
Enough already.
But, yeah, you can't be, like, adding things to a deal after it has already been agreed upon and both parties have left the wall.
That's right.
The note has already been placed on the desk.
That's right. You don't read that.
That's a How I Married an Axe Murderer reference.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no.
It's So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Did I say How I Married? Whatever. It's So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no. You can't add things on after the fact. So Derek X is like, whatever.
No, he's like...
All right. So, anyway.
We find out before the comp, Sarah B. Right? Or SB.
She was trying to mend fences with Hannah because Sarah B... was going wild last week. I know. She was going wild last week, throwing Hannah's name all over the place, saying, like, we gotta get her out. She's such a huge threat. We need her to go. So Sarah Beth was like, oh shit, what if Hannah wins HOH? So she was like, I'm going to talk to her beforehand and smooth things over here. So...
Would you say it was a real, we've got to get Dan out? Hi, this is Dan
moment? I don't know about that, but... Sarah Beth is like, hey, I really want to work together, and I'm not coming after you if I win HOH. And Hannah was like, cool, let's shake hands. No, they hugged too, but they also shook hands, which felt kind of weird.
Yeah.
But, I think Sarah Beth was just trying to cover her butt here.
Okay.
And she was also talking to the cameras the night before this, and she was saying, even if she wanted to still go after Hannah, she feels like she can't. Because she doesn't even know who she would put on the block next to Hannah to guarantee that she would go. So that's also why she threw the HOH competition. Because she was like, what would I even do?
Exactly.
I can't even go after my target right now. So,
All right. Well, the Kings had a little meeting after the HOH comp. And Xavier's got safety.
Alyssa's got safety.
And
Xavier's like, hey guys, so I also like told Derek X that I don't want the Kings to go up, and he said that's cool.
But Christian does not officially have safety because he was not included
Nor
in
does
the
Sarah
deal.
Beth.
Yeah.
So they're under the impression that Derek X made the deal with Xavier.
He didn't do the deal. It was too small a slice. All right, so Derek X wants to target, and by target, I mean backdoor, Christian.
Whoa, he doesn't want to give Christian the chance to win that power veto.
That's right, because
So,
he knows if he puts him right up on the block.
He's going to be guaranteed to play.
Exactly.
And
he is a comp beast winner.
Yeah, so he doesn't want to take that risk.
All right, so Tiffany, she's having quite the week.
Tiffany's extra
She's
this
doing
week.
the most.
Yeah.
And she F's up and mentions the royal flush in front of Hannah, who's not in the royal flush.
Now, they only showed it once on the show, but in that conversation, Tiffany mentioned the royal flush at least 5 or 6 times.
And Hannah's like...
Yeah. Hannah didn't actually say anything about it until after Tiffany left the room, and Derek X also slipped up and mentioned the royal flush.
So Hannah said, hey,
so
what's
who's the royal flush? Yeah, like, who's in this?
Oh, it's just a 1 week thing.
Yeah, he's like, it's the queens, it's the kings, and me. So yeah, he's trying to play it off like it's a 1 week thing, but...
I'm surprised he told her the truth.
I'm not surprised he told her the truth, but Hannah was pretty ticked off that her teammates, he is her teammate, but also her alliance members, like the Cookout, did not bring her in on this. I mean, she's got a Final 2 deal with Tiffany as well, and Tiffany didn't tell her about it, so she's feeling kind of weird about that.
And she has Final 2 with Derek X?
I can't even remember now.
Yeah.
No. I'm pretty sure they have like an actual Final 2 because she said, you're my person.
Yeah. So then Hannah goes to Tiffany, so who's the royal flush?
Yeah, like who started the royal flush? And Tiffany's like, oh, what? Like,
who told you
Who told you?
that?
Derek X told you? And Hannah was like, no, you did.
And she's like,
oops. Yeah, I feel like in those clips, Tiffany had a bowl of cereal both times, but they were 2 different cereals.
I had cereal after that.
So within the span of like, I think it was like an hour or something, she had like 2 different cereals like right on it. Definitely made me want cereal as well. You actually did have cereal.
I did have a little bowl of cereal. All right, so Derek F.
We had a little fun moment here.
Yeah. His ass is glued to that sofa. So any clip
Big blue couch.
Derek F is in, you better believe he's probably on a sofa somewhere.
I'm with it. I'm for it.
All right.
Also, I just love the comedy duo of Azza and Derek F. They are so much fun together.
Maybe they'll go on The Amazing Race or something.
That'd be amazing.
Be everything. All right. So Derek F tells Azza, you better get your S together because you don't have a poker face.
No, she does not.
And you gotta have a poker face in this game. You gotta be able to hide your true feelings.
There are a lot of really good memes of Azza already floating around with her various facial expressions.
Yeah.
So good.
So she has enrolled in Derek F's school of fakery.
Nice.
Face fakery.
Yeah. The smile she was pulling was hilarious. It was so funny. And then when she walked out in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Comedy gold. She's a genius.
Yeah,
her instincts, wonderful. Amazing. I'm doing a moonwalk.
She's great. All right. So Derek X is having meetings with
everyone. He's
yeah.
having his one-on-ones before nominations.
So he's talking to Xavier.
They gotta iron out this situation about the addendum to their deal. So
I object.
Yeah.
Are you a lawyer? No.
Sustained.
Yeah. All right, so Derek X said, I see what you tried to do there, and it's not going to work.
Yeah, he said, I can't keep all the kings safe, that's why. And Xavier's kind of like, what? Because the kings are all part of the Royal Flush Alliance.
Yeah.
So he's like, why is this even an issue right now?
Yeah, why are you going after the Royal Flush? Or why would you want to go after the Royal Flush?
Kind of ridiculous, because...
That's a 9-person alliance or an
8-person alliance. But also, Xavier... has acted all cool when he's talking about with the Cookout about having to split up his team. But then when it actually comes down to it, he's like, no, we can't do this. No.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit ridiculous. But Xavier would like to target Brittany.
Yeah.
Because she's not in their alliance. But also, I think he's nervous if Brittany were to win HOH, she might come after him.
Yeah,
because
he would be a target.
He did put her up on the block.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, she would have a reason to put him up.
All right, so then Derek X talks to Sarah B.
Derek X, during his one-on-ones, was asking everyone a series of questions.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those questions was,
You want to be a pawn?
would you be comfortable being a pawn for me this week?
No.
Pretty much everybody said no.
I don't
Most
wanna
people
be
said
a
no.
pawn.
Yeah, Sarah Beth was like, honestly, I'm going to be like kind of upset if you put me up.
All right, so then...
And Sarah Beth is one of the people that he was heavily considering to be a pawn.
Right. So it's time for more comic relief from none other than Derek F.
Yeah!
Always asleep.
This was about him falling asleep anywhere and everywhere.
He's practically a cat.
Yeah.
He sleeps 98% of the day.
He really does.
Well, 2% of the time he was up talking to Derek X. And Derek X says, do you want to be a pawn?
No.
Maybe you should put up a girl.
Derek F is always talking about how, we need to get rid of the girls. We need to get rid of the girls. Stop.
No one wants
Just
to be
stop.
a pawn. I don't even... That's
yeah, I
crazy.
mean, how many people are going to be like, yes, absolutely, put me up. This is what I've been waiting for.
I'm surprised
Let's do
Ozzy
it.
didn't say, yeah, put me up.
Well, it's interesting because she had been saying, not to Derek X, to other people, like, oh, you know what? If I did go up as a pawn, I wouldn't be upset about it. I'd be fine with it.
And she tells him no.
But then when she talks to him, she's like, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Hannah's really running the show this week, isn't she?
I mean, yes and no.
She is definitely collaborating with
She's
Derek
collaborating,
X.
but there's also, like, this weirdness between the two of them, I feel like, this week. Like,
Do you think it's because of the royal flush?
I mean, I think that's part of it. I think Hannah's weirded out by that. But, I mean, I'm getting a lot of weirdness from Derek X's end. Like, he is not being totally forthcoming with all the information that he's been getting in his one-on-ones. And Hannah's supposed to be, like, his person.
His person, yeah.
So, why the shadiness? It just doesn't make sense. And I feel like that would make Hannah feel super uncomfortable and...
Absolutely.
You know, just... You're supposed to be my number one ally. Why are you being like this? But
well, she
anyway.
tells him to put up Sarah B as a pawn.
Yeah, because think about it. If you put up Brittany and Big D, and then the veto is not used, what, you're going to take out Brittany?
You got to at least put up one target.
Yeah, so she's saying if the nominations stay the same and you have Brittany and Sarah Beth on the block, at least we can get rid of Sarah Beth. She's somebody who's been throwing around our names.
She's still a somebody.
Not that Brittany's not somebody,
No,
but you know what I mean.
Brittany isn't as big a threat
Sure.
as Sarah B.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's time for the noms, and Derek X does what Hannah tells him to do and puts up Sarah B and Brittany.
Whoa.
And he said, it's the best move for my personal game.
Yeah, but let's keep in mind, his real intentions here, he wants to backdoor Christian.
Christian.
Mm-hmm. And I thought Derek X said that he's a beast comp.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was just like a mess up or if that's some sort of inside joke, but I don't know.
But the real target is Christian, but he'd be happy to get rid of Sarah B, like you said, because she's
still a threat.
She's a demi-target.
She's been throwing their names out, so
yeah,
makes sense. But
she's a consolation prize. She may not be the number one, but she's one of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So that's that. That's our story, and we're sticking to it. So
done.
We got the veto coming up on Wednesday. Should be a lot of fun. I'm telling you guys right now, this week is effing nuts. So if you're not already watching the spoiler videos,
you need to watch the spoilers.
Join in, because it's going to be a hell of a ride from here.
Especially tomorrow.
Oh my God! It's going to be a hell of a ride the rest of the week, so don't miss it.
Heads are going to roll.
Yeah. All right. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, much love.